High above the fields of eastern Ukraine, a small group of volunteers launched their drones. They weren't targeting infantry, they were targeting an armored column, long, slow, vulnerable. And what happened next changed everything. Today we tell the story of how unmanned systems, inexpensive, nimble, and deadly, forced a rethink of war in the 21st century. Since Russia's full-scale invasion in 2022, Ukraine has faced an adversary with vastly more tanks, artillery, and manpower. But Kyiv found a different path. Drones. Not big jet fighters, not high-cost missiles, but off-the-shelf quadcopters, adapted, mobilized by volunteer engineers. Units such as the volunteer drone squads quickly demonstrated they could spot and strike Russian equipment behind the front line. A 2023 Associated Press piece noted how these drone units, improvising with duct tape and bombs, changed the battlefield. Then came the leap. Not just reconnaissance or target spotting, but direct strikes on logistics and armored columns. The startling moment came when drone pilots began repeatedly disrupting Russian movement and forcing recalculations. In one notable mission in early 2024-25, a Ukrainian unmanned systems forces unit observed a Russian supply and armored column advancing toward a key sector. The column stretched for hundreds of meters: tanks, infantry fighting vehicles, support trucks. Using aerial reconnaissance drones and low-cost kamikaze drones, the Ukrainian team struck the tail and logistic vehicles first, causing the column to stop, bunch up, and become vulnerable. Within hours, the column's advance was halted. The Russians, used to mass and armor, were hit not by a big missile, but by a swarm of small, unmanned systems. The psychological effect, huge. Analysts later called this an early indicator that drones were reshaping warfare. The Ukrainian units reportedly lost 0 soldiers in the strike. Russian vehicles and supplies were abandoned, advance halted. That moment marked more than a tactical win. It flagged a shift in how wars can be fought when one side leverages innovation over pure firepower. From the Russian side, the shock came when columns once considered safe because of their armor and numbers became exposed and vulnerable. The doctrine of massed armor, of long logistic trains, was under threat. Russian commanders noted how small drones forced them to adapt: tighter columns, more anti-drone screens, slower movement. Some supply routes had to be rerouted or heavily guarded. The cost of advancing increased. In short, the Russians realized they were no longer facing just tanks, artillery, and infantry. They were facing dozens of drones, each inexpensive, each capable of disrupting their maneuver. That realization forced a recalibration of their assumptions about battlefield dominance. So why is this such a big deal? Several reasons. 1. Cost efficiency. A kamikaze drone might cost thousands of dollars. A Russian tank costs millions. When you can destroy the expensive asset with the cheap one, the economics shift. Speed and surprise. Drones don't need large formations or logistics. They can strike quickly behind the lines and force the enemy to react. Force multiplier effect. For Ukraine, with fewer soldiers than Russia, drones offer a way to multiply effect without multiplying manpower. Psychological impact. When a soldier knows a drone could strike from anywhere at any time, it changes how they move, how they advance, how they gather. Warfare becomes less about armor and more about sensors, networks, and speed. In short, the battlefield is now not just terrain, but information space, drone space, and logistic space. If this one conflict has shown us anything, it's that drone warfare isn't just a niche. It may become the backbone of tomorrow's conflicts. Armored columns and large formations may still exist, but they'll need new protections. Drone counters, electronic warfare, dispersed logistics. Further, smaller states or under-resourced militaries can now punch above their weight through innovation. A phenomenon once reserved for states with massive budgets is now accessible to many. And so, as Ukraine continues to defend and adapt, and as Russia recalibrates, we are witnessing a transformation in how wars will be fought. The future of war may no longer belong to those with the most tanks, but to those who deploy the most effective unmanned systems. From humble quadcopters to massed strikes on armored columns, Ukraine's drone teams have shown us that the paradigm of war can shift, and that legacy assumptions don't always hold. They realized it first. We are only now beginning to understand the implications. If you found this exploration valuable, please like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment below. Do you think drones will dominate future wars? What's next? Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed.